Have you ever felt like no one could teach you anything new? Have you ever walked into a room already sure you were the smartest person there? And have you ever wondered why, despite knowing so much, your life still felt stuck? If any of this sounds familiar, this story is for you. It's for anyone who has ever confused being full of answers with being open to growth. Stay with me until the end, because this story carries a truth that can quietly change how you listen, how you learn, and how you live. In a small town built along a slow, brown river, there lived a young potter named Devraj. He was 26 years old, and his hands could shape clay faster than anyone else in the region. People came from nearby villages just to watch him work. His bowls were smooth, his vases never cracked in the kiln. By the time he was 20, he had already won 3 competitions at the regional fair. But success had planted something dangerous inside him: pride. Devraj believed he had nothing left to learn. When his father suggested a new glazing technique, Devraj waved his hand and said, "I already know a better way." When customers asked for design changes, he barely listened before insisting his original idea was superior. Slowly, people stopped offering him advice. Slowly, they stopped offering him friendship too. One afternoon, an old traveling potter named Sonam arrived in the town. He was known across 3 provinces for a rare cup-making technique passed down from his grandfather. His cups didn't just hold water. People said they made the water taste sweeter, calmer, purer. Devraj heard about this and felt a spark of jealousy. Who was this old man to be praised more than him? He decided to visit Sonam's workshop, not to learn, but to prove his own skill was greater. When Devraj arrived, Sonam was sitting cross-legged, shaping a small clay cup with slow, careful movements. "I heard you are the finest potter in this town," Sonam said with a gentle smile. "I am," Devraj replied, lifting his chin. "I've come to see if your cups are really as special as people say." Sonam nodded and invited him to sit. He poured tea into a cup and handed it to Devraj. But as Devraj reached out, Sonam kept pouring. The tea rose to the very top and spilled over Devraj's fingers. "You're spilling it," Devraj shouted, pulling his hand back. "Yes," Sonam said calmly, "because your cup is already full." Devraj frowned. "This cup is empty. I haven't even taken a sip." "I'm not talking about the cup in your hand," Sonam said. "I'm talking about the one inside you." Those words landed like a stone in still water. Devraj sat there, confused and a little embarrassed, unsure what to say next. What did an old man's riddle have to do with pottery? Over the next few days, Devraj couldn't stop thinking about that spilled tea. He tried to shape a new vase, but his hands, usually confident, felt strangely uncertain. Every technique he had ever learned suddenly felt smaller than it used to. He returned to Sonam's workshop, this time without pride leading the way. "I don't understand," Devraj admitted. "I have skill. I have experience. Why does that make me the one with an empty cup? I mean, a full one?" Sonam continued shaping his clay as he spoke. "Skill fills the hands, but it can also fill the mind until nothing new can enter. You already believe you know the best way to do everything. So when knowledge comes near you, where does it go? It has nowhere to land. It spills away, just like that tea." "But I've spent years mastering my craft," Devraj said, his voice quieter now. "Are you saying all of that was wrong?" "No," Sonam replied. "I'm saying mastery without humility becomes a wall instead of a doorway." Devraj looked down at his own hands, hands that had shaped hundreds of beautiful things, yet had somehow shaped his heart into something closed and hard. That night, Devraj couldn't sleep. He kept picturing the tea overflowing, dripping uselessly onto the floor. All that warmth, all that offering, wasted because he had refused to make room for it. The next morning, something in him felt different. Not broken, not defeated, just lighter. He returned to Sonam's workshop and sat down without a single word of argument. "Will you teach me your cup-making technique?" he asked. "Not to prove anything. I want to learn." Sonam smiled, as if he had been waiting for this exact moment. "Now," he said, Your cup has room. For the following weeks, Devraj watched, asked questions, and made mistakes he hadn't made since childhood. His first attempts cracked in the kiln. His second attempts leaked water at the base. But for the first time in years, failure didn't feel like an insult. It felt like a doorway opening. Something else changed too. Devraj started asking his father for advice again. He listened, really listened, when customers described what they wanted. He began collaborating with other potters in town instead of competing against them. Months later, Devraj created a cup unlike anything he had made before. It wasn't perfectly smooth. It wasn't flawless like his old competition pieces. But it held warmth differently. People who drank from it said it felt like drinking from something made with care instead of ego. When someone once asked him the secret behind this new cup, Devraj smiled and said, "The secret isn't in the clay. It's in staying empty enough to learn." If you've ever felt like you already know enough, like your experience should exempt you from listening to others, this story is a gentle reminder. Growth doesn't stop because you've achieved something. It stops the moment you believe you no longer need to grow. An empty cup isn't weak. It isn't lacking. It's ready. Ready to receive wisdom, correction, love, and truth that a full one will only spill away. So today, ask yourself honestly, where in your life have you been too full to receive something good? As Sonam once said, and Devraj never forgot, a cup that stays empty on purpose can hold the whole sky. If this story touched something in you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you'd like more stories like this one, stay close. There's always room for one more lesson, as long as we leave space to receive it.